'Twas a few nights before Christmas and our anniversary supercard, Battlecade, and the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium is brewing with excitement. We have got fresh matchups for you tonight before a packed house at the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium, and it all comes your way next. Merry Christmas from CWF Worldwide! We have got over 100 screaming kids from Graham Middle School in nearby Graham, North Carolina, who have packed the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium on this very special afternoon event. And it is always an electric atmosphere whenever you have a group like this. And what an incredible opening contest. We have got the new age enforcer, James Drake, going one-on-one for the very first time with the ace of CWF Mid-Atlantic, Arik Royal.
I tell you what, this is a contest that a lot of eyes are going to be focused on here because James Drake, no pun intended, is going to try and take Arik Royal straight to school this afternoon.
Drake, a long-time veteran of the Carolina Independent Circuit. His first opportunity to step into a CWF Mid-Atlantic ring, and he draws the ace, Arik Royal, who in just a few days will defend the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championships alongside the assassin Aric Andrews at Battlecade against Kamakazi Kid and a partner of his choice. More on that later in the broadcast. But we are just a few days out from Christmas, just a few days out from Battlecade, and Pierce, the electricity in this room is flying all over. There's an energy second to none in the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium as these two bruisers are seeing who can knock the other down.
Tell you what, a little test of strength here, and you got to believe that Arik Royal's got the momentum because, like you said, he just knocked off him and Kandrack, just knocked off the former tag team champions of Chet and Trevor, or Trevor Lee that would be, and Chet Sterling, and a big right hand.
One of the greatest tag team matchups that we have ever seen in the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium. If you have not done so, go back a couple of weeks on CWF Worldwide and check out the tag team title matchup between Kandrack and Royal in the aftermath. Royal is all over James Drake in our opening contest, and the new age enforcer steps out for a break.
He's going to take a breather on the outside. He got knocked down twice. Arik was going to go for a third, but Drake thought smarter of it.
Drake is a bruiser. Stylistically, this is a great matchup, but thus far, he has been hesitant to throw blows with Royal. Goes for the elbow and misses.
Drake is not off to the start. I guess he wanted a nice drop kick by Arik Royal. Going for the cover. 1, 2, no.
Only got a count of 2. This is a matchup a lot of us in the Carolinas have talked about for years. James Drake, very much an undiscovered gem, a hidden gem on the Carolina Independent Circuit. This is a guy that spent, over a decade now in the western part of the state. You know him well. The Ultra J champ Ethan Case knows him well.
Yes.
And this is our first chance to take a look at him at CWF Worldwide. And right now, Ace is trying to tie him up.
He's going to tie him up with nowhere to go. And the thing about Drake is once he gets his hands on you, then the momentum will definitely shift in his direction, but Arik Royal is in complete control right now.
That's absolutely the case, but Royal has not let Drake get his hands on him yet.
No.
He's been all over the new age enforcer.
Referee Kane Justice there, good positioning, going to check, see if Drake wants to give it up. I doubt he'll give up here.
And the crowd wants to see Drake tap out. A modified stump puller Royal, the more that he can force Drake up, the worse it's going to be. But I think he did go to the eye there.
Drake is not above cheating tonight. Oh, another big right hand.
Drake is so big, he's so massive, that Royal couldn't really fold him up like he wanted to there. Ooh.
The punches will knock you stupid, and the chops will hurt your chest and bust it open if need be.
Vertical suplex, perhaps.
No way, Drake's too big.
That's a lot of man to get up. Oh, yeah. Oh.
And even Eric's a big guy, too.
Oh, they're trading. Oh. They're trading. Somebody is going to get somebody at some point.
I don't know if this ring can hold all this.
Oh, boy. Great thinking from James Drake. Right into the neck breaker.
What an excellent. Going for the cover.
Two. Only got two.
Drake complaining about the count. I've heard that once or twice.
Referee Kane Justice right there on the choke. He will have to break before 5 or he will be disqualified.
A lot of the wrestlers very familiar with that rule, and they will take it all the way up to 4.76 if they need to.
Using the middle rope there is the New Age Enforcer. We want to thank Graham Middle School and Mr. Ken Troller for this extracurricular activity. These kids bust in from Graham Middle School. They're the only ones in the house tonight at CWF Mid-Atlantic. I never got to do anything like that when I was in school.
I kind of wish I had. It definitely would have made my schooling a lot more interesting.
You might would have gone.
Hey, that's a good point.
Instead of smizzing in the men's room.
See, this is the last time I tell you anything in confidence. James Drake has got the momentum on his side, and it's going to use the ropes to keep it, I guess.
Drake is using those ropes a lot. You know, he's known on the circuit as a heavy hitter. Very heavy-handed, very hard-hitting. He has yet to really show that against Royal. I wonder if he's maybe having second thoughts about whether or not he can knock Royal out like he's able to do to smaller men. These are two very evenly matched. Oh, back to the neck breaker.
Second one.
The attack is focused on that neck.
Drake's going to try and destroy the structure of Arik Royal. Only two.
Destroy the structure is exactly right. He's trying to break that big man down. And Drake using all his weight now to lay on top of the former Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion. Now part of a full-time tag team with another former Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion, Kandrack. They will combine their efforts in just a few days at Battlecade to face yet another former Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion, the Kamakazi Kid, and a partner of his choosing. That match and all of Battlecade will come to you right here on CWF Worldwide in the coming weeks. Cover from Royal, 2 and only 2, says referee Kane Justice.
You talk about the excitement in the room right now, and it is definitely thick enough to cut with a butter knife, but you can only imagine what it's going to be like at Battlecade, like you said, in just a few short days. That right there is going to take it to a new level.
Drake is absolutely trying to wear Arik Royal down. I don't know that I have ever seen an attack this focused, and maybe he knows something we don't know about the ace. Maybe he has just picked a body part arbitrarily and is taking it apart. But either way, James Drake, in a matchup that's going to be shown worldwide on worldwide television, is poised to make an immediate splash in CWF Mid-Atlantic if in his first night in this organization he defeats the longest reigning Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion on record. It's a situation very similar to where we saw with John Skyler earlier this year. His first night in the organization, he beat Arik Royal shoulders to the mat, and just a few months later, Skyler finds himself in the main event at Battlecade.
Look out! Oh, let him destroy your spine too.
That hurts all up and down your body. Royal trying to finally get that suplex on the big man. Oh, he can't get it, man. But Drake can't get it on Royal either. So evenly matched are these two bruisers. Drake.
You gotta imagine that hurt Eric's neck just to be able to try and lift Big Drake up like that.
Oh, he got him! No, he got him! Huge suplex. Drake took his eye off the ball for just a moment to talk to the crowd, and it cost him.
Drake, I don't think he believes he just got thrown like that. Eric's going to, what's he going for? Drake manages to get out of the way.
Push pass, got nothing.
That's another thing about these big guys, they love to fly too.
Huge cross body, can he hold him down too? No, only got 2.
Wow, I thought that was it. He came flying out, that's a 250 plus pounder coming off the top rope.
There may be no one who represents CWF Mid-Atlantic quite as well as the ace, Arik Royal. Oh, he went for the Space Jam and he got caught in the Spine Buster.
It's coming in.
That is coming too.
Oh, he kicked out.
James Drake trying to repeat the fate of John Skyler earlier this year. Like we said, Skyler defeated Arik Royal in his first match in CWF. Now he finds himself in the main event at Battlecade. James Drake is looking to repeat that debut impact. Ooh, big kick from the ace.
Looking for that back body drop. Ace caught him.
Space Jam, he got him. Claw slam into the center of the ring. Great positioning. Cover. Only got two.
That Space Jam was on point. James Drake cannot have a clue where he is right now. And the straps come down from Arik Royal. Drake conferring with the referee here.
Drake trying to use the official to his advantage. Great thinking from the veteran. Whoa, trying to, oh, wow, took his head off. Rainmaker lariat. James Drake is gonna steal one. Cover. Two. Oh, man. James Drake breaking out the Rainmaker in our opening contest on CWF Worldwide, and it almost netted him a very high-profile victory.
He understands, just like you understand, how important this victory is. From the ropes to the ref, it does not matter. James Drake's going to do what he has to do to walk out here with a victory.
And speaking of the ropes, James Drake is going to the ropes, going to the buckle.
He is not going to.
Is this big man going to try to fly?
Look at
Royal out of the way! Royal out of the way! And an instant.
Oh, he caught him!
He tackled that big man out of his boot! Cover! Two! And he got him! Just a few nights before our anniversary super card, Arik Royal scores a huge win! Arik Royal!
Coming up at the CWF Anniversary Show, John Skyler, finally, the man that has run roughshod over CWF for the last year, gets his opportunity at the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship. And you see, it doesn't matter if it's one guy, two guys, three guys, 4, 5, 6, it does not matter, because I won the Cibernetico and I beat 15 men. And now I'll only have to do 1/3 of the work to become the next Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk into the Anniversary Show with the PWX World Championship on one shoulder, and I'm going to leave with the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship on the other.
Hey guys, Nick Jackson here, the Young Bucks. You are watching CWF Worldwide, but you actually should be on ProWrestlingTees.com/YoungBucks. We've got like 54 designs. Pick one of the coolest ones.
Too sweet.
Too sweet me. Boom.
Cedric Alexander, you are literally one of the best wrestlers in the world. That's not a catchphrase, that's the truth. You are PWG. You are Ring of Honor, and I respect every bit of that. What I don't respect, however, is what you did in my heavyweight title match with Marcellus King. Kicking me in the head from behind, I don't respect that. Not at all. You made it personal. And in a one-on-one match with me, Cedric, you've got the advantage every day of the week and twice on Sunday, but you made it personal. And now you gave me a reason to fight. So Battlecade, I'm gonna fight you for your worldwide television championship. But tonight, I'm going to that ring, the same ring I was unconscious in just 4 months ago, to face the man who put me in that state, Mark James. Mark, honestly, I'm not even mad at you, because you did it like a man face to face. And sometimes in this sport, you just get knocked out.
Yeah, I think I'm
I almost have to thank you because you set in place a whirlwind that has been my life for the past 4 months. From winning the Rumble to having a whole arena chant my name during a heavyweight title match, which is beyond my imagination. But I promise you, Cedric, at Battlecade, the childhood dream, it's gonna have a happy ending with me holding the CWF Worldwide Television Championship.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Oh, Smith Garrett going for the win immediately on Mark James. An uneasy handshake between the two. Garrett into the crucifix. James is too big. He couldn't hold it.
Too much momentum carried him right back over.
Huge one-on-one matchup here as CWF Worldwide rolls on. The Master of Malice, the Brute Mark James, one-on-one with Smith Garrett. A lot of history between these two. It was in a match with Mark James earlier this year that Smith Garrett was knocked out. It changed the trajectory of his career, Kevin Pierce, because from that moment we saw the all the way up and over. We saw the determination in Smith Garrett. We saw the passion for this sport in him, and it was that night that he was knocked out in the ring that set him on the course where he would win the 2015 CWF Rumble and be just days away from facing Cedric Alexander for the Worldwide Television Championship at Battlecade.
All of that momentum carrying Smith Garrett, like you said, to Battlecade. But the man that helped Smith Garrett get on that roll could be the man that pumps the brakes right here tonight.
Absolutely. Cover! And only two. Mark James, a veteran of the circuit all the way up and down the East Coast. We have seen him in CWF Mid-Atlantic. He has been the Mid-Atlantic television champion before. And yeah, if tragedy were to befall Smith Garrett yet again here, does Mark James look to maybe try to get himself in that worldwide television title match against Cedric Alexander? We are just days away from Battlecade. Anyone that comes up with an injury tonight, it comes at the worst possible time. Our anniversary super card is literally, what, 72 hours or so away?
If that. And Smith's going to need to preserve as much energy as possible. And I think he kind of jumped off on the wrong foot trying to get Mark on a bicycle, as it were, but as soon as Mark slowed it down, he took control.
Yeah, that's one thing. Oh,
good grief.
That's one thing that Mark James does maybe better than anybody is control. Oh, you can see the face of Smith Garrett.
That man just pissed him off.
Oh, the determination is coming out in this fired up young man.
Oh, right to the eyes.
But boy, stopping Mark James is like stopping a Mack truck. Cover. Referee Kane Justice counts only to 2.
Sometimes I think a Mack truck might be a little bit easier on you.
Because once again, we are just 72 hours away from Battlecade 16 as we kick off our 16th year on this anniversary supercard that will see the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship defended for the first time ever at Battlecade in a six-pack challenge. Brad Attitude, Trevor Lee, Chet Sterling, John Schuyler, Roy Wilkins, and Lance Lude. Elimination rules, the last man standing will hold the richest prize in all of the land. Cover! Only got two, and Smith Garrett has got the biggest match of his life just 72 hours away when he faces Cedric Alexander for the Worldwide Television Championship. Is it a mistake to step in the ring with someone like Mark James, someone that you know can hurt a man this close to such a huge matchup?
And also that pride of Smith Garrett's going to come into play because you know he's going to want to prove himself going into Battlecade. Here we go.
Two!
No.
Only got two.
How is he going to go for it?
Enormous spine buster. Just gave it to Smith Garrett in the middle of the ring. Cover. Two. Only two. Smith Garrett is still fighting. I'm going to say if he escapes uninjured, if he can escape unscathed, it's not a mistake because this is what he's in store for at Battlecade. A heavy-handed, hard hitter, a phenomenal athlete who can strike, who can fly, who can move, who can wrestle. Mark James, if Smith Garrett can escape uninjured, is actually great preparation for someone like Cedric Alexander.
Absolutely, but you got to wonder if a loss here is going to mess him up psychologically. Oh, and he got him with that neck breaker.
Great move from Smith Garrett. He is feeling the effects of this war as both men down on the canvas. And Kane Justice putting the count on. That's the thing when you're in there against somebody like Mark James or like Cedric Alexander is you can't stand there and fight for too long because he will break you down. He may have broken Smith Garrett down. He's coming up though. Both men coming up here. We have got 100 screaming kids from Graham Middle School in Graham, North Carolina here in the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium, and they are seeing, we're just seeing fisticuffs right now, Kevin Pierce. We're just seeing, it's a fight in the center of the ring. Both men trying to get back up.
They're throwing bombs here. And Smith caught Mark, caught him off edge. No.
Smith Garrett looking to exorcise a demon from his past here. Mark James almost put him out of the game. Smith Garrett, whoa, hold on.
Caught him.
Slam.
He got him. James is down.
He's got to make the cover though. He's got to recover in time to make the cover.
Smart move. Mark James knew to get to the ropes. No pin can happen when you're towards those ropes.
Smith Garrett maybe looking for that huge combination that he likes to use. Back elbow. He follows it up. Oh, Mark James is not going to let him have it. Oh! Caught him right in the kitchen sink. This is it. Sliding D. Oh, my God. Sliding D.
That's what did it.
That's what knocked Smith Garrett out cold a few months back.
Cover. Again.
Two. No, sir.
He kicked it.
No, sir. Smith Garrett proving his toughness as he survives the sliding D. Man, both men have waged such an aggressive war. And look at the face of Mark James. I think Mark James thought this young man was ripe for the picking after that big sliding D.
Well, he knows what happened the last time he used it. He was hoping he'd get the same reaction. But Smith managed to power out.
How much more does he have, though? How much more can he take?
No. Not too many more of those big right hands, that's for sure.
From this bruising brute.
We talked earlier about the big man going up top. What's he going to go for here? Possibly a superplex.
Looks that way. This is bad news bears for Smith Garrett. No, he's holding on. Smith Garrett is holding on to the buckle.
He's got the buckle. That's a good point.
Not the pad, but the buckle itself. That thing will not give under any circumstances.
Oh, right in the side of the head. That was a temple.
And we heard the sound bounce off the walls of the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium on that big punch to the temple. Smith Garrett possibly out on his feet here.
I think this is all instinctual.
He may have it. If he can get the shoulders down. Oh, caught him. Right in the face. James tried to get the hands up and didn't. And he's underneath the bottom row.
Oh, man, lucky break.
He is lucky break right there. I think Mark James may be knocked on Dream Street. Both men now are showing the effects of this physical matchup.
Smith's got to be thinking, what do I have to do now?
Both men back up to a vertical base. Oh, can he get this big man up? Wow! He will drop all the weight across the knee if he can do it, if he can maneuver it.
He got him!
Oh, Lamar James.
1, 2,
Down.
yes!
And Smith Garrett survives a tough one against the brute Mark James. Smith Garrett will live to fight Cedric Alexander at our anniversary super card. That match and more in the coming weeks on CWF Worldwide.
8 minutes, 27 seconds, your winner by pinfall, Smith Garrett!
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brad Attitude, and I like parties. I gotta admit it. And December 26th, Battlecade 16 is the biggest party of the year for CWF Mid-Atlantic. And you know what I'm gonna bring? I'm gonna bring a six-pack. A six-pack of challengers for this, the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship. And let me go ahead and show you boys what's gonna happen that night. Here's the ring. Oh, Trevor Lee. We got him. Ooh, we got the Southern Savior, John Schuyler. Let's see who else we got. Oh, it's yours truly, the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, Brad Attitude. Ooh, Lance Lude, another good potential challenger. Hey, he's different. Chet Sterling right here. And last but not least, that must be Roy Wilkins. Now you see, boys, what's going to happen that night is we're all six going to get in a ring like this. We're all going to feel each other out. Six of the best, not even in the Mid-Atlantic, not even in the country, but in the world. Six of the best wrestlers in the world are going to be in the ring vying for this title. And everybody's going to be feeling each other out, all talking, looking at this, trying to fight each other. And then I'm going to get a little thirsty. And let me tell you what's going to happen. Lance Lude, hey, you're collateral damage. You're going to be first. Nothing against you, but boom, super kick. That's good. But then, let me tell you what else is going to happen. We're going to be going back and forth. Let's see who's next. Chet Sterling. You know, I owe you one. You beat me in the Weaver Cup. I lost my title after that match. So nothing against you, buddy, but boom, zigzag. Oof. Starting to get a little tough, but we're still moving. Here we go. Down to 4. I don't know what's going to happen. Trevor Lee, you know, one of my very best friends, one of the best wrestlers in the world. Took me 45 minutes in one of the best matches I've ever had. Nothing against you, my friend, but Battlecade is my night. You've got to go. Whew. And now it gets to the nitty gritty. Down to us three. Excuse me. Let's see who I've got here. Roy Wilkins. Roy Wilkins. A year ago at Battlecade, I beat you for the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship. 2 weeks ago, I beat you. Even with Chappie, with everybody, even with the coach, you won't be able to beat me on this night. Super kick. Ooh, now I'm just starting to feel. I'm just starting to get hot. And now it's down to 2. Me and you, the Southern Savior, John Schuyler. You know I'm going to save you for last. You eliminated me in Battle Bowl. You eliminated me in the Rumble. And you eliminated me in the Cibernetico. I owe you one, my friend. The Southern Savior, nothing's going to save you on this night. Because Battlecade is my party. Super kick. And look at that, all the victims. And guess what? Only one man left standing. That's the way it always is, boys. When it's party time and all the dust is settled and all the smoke is cleared, there's only one man left standing. Because with me, the party never ends. Damn, I look good. I've just got to do it. Battlecade 16, I will be the last man standing.
See how I'm coming more like off my hip? Right? You were like if this arm's going up on lunch here. The little things that make you money. It's the little things that make people talk about you. No matter what, it's still gonna hurt.
This is it, the biggest night of the year. Battlecade 16 is this Saturday night, live at the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium in Gibsonville, North Carolina. But if you can't join us live, for the first time ever, Battlecade will air in its complete form over the next several weeks of CWF Worldwide. Every match and every moment and the full supercard kicks off 1 week from tonight on CWF Worldwide, where you will see matches from our anniversary supercard like the finals of the 2015 Rising Generation League Tournament as Jesse Adler goes one-on-one with the brash upstart Darius Lockhart. Two heavy-handed hard hitters will throw down as Dave Dawson goes one-on-one with the rampaging beast Aaron Biggs. It's two huge grudge matches as the former Killbillies collide. Aric Andrews going one-on-one with his former championship tag team partner Evan Banks, and Lee Valiant squares off against the Lost Cause Nick Richards with no disqualifications. These two have spilled more blood on the sportatorium floor than anyone, and it's gonna be a wild one this Saturday night. Obnoxious Cedric Alexander Sharpe has made a vow to leave Battlecade as the Ultra J champion as he challenges the 14-month title reign of Ethan Case. The kingpin of the entire Pro Wrestling International organization, Zane Dawson, puts his crown at stake against the returning Ric Converse, the man who defined Battlecade for so many years, steps into the ring with one more shot at glory. For the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championships, new champions Arik Royal and the Assassin Ray Kandrack face Kamakazi Kid and a partner of his choice. Nick Richards with the Riot showed us that a man can change his ways. Will Kazi side with the coach's pick or go on his own? For the Worldwide Television Championship, 2015 Rumble winner Smith Garrett faces the man who cost him his shot at the Mid-Atlantic title, Worldwide Television champ Cedric Alexander. And in the main event, we take 6 of the greatest wrestlers walking the planet today to see who will be the last man standing and the top dog in the Mid-Atlantic region, as Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion Brad Attitude puts his title on the line in the 6-pack challenge against top 5 contenders Roy Wilkins, Lance Lude, the Southern Savior John Schuyler, Chet Sterling, and Trevor Lee in a wild elimination match that will end with one man standing tall as champion. So there you have it, the biggest card of the year, and it takes place this Saturday night, but the matches from Battlecade, not the highlights, the complete event will be brought to you over the next several weeks of CWF Worldwide. Headed to the ring right now is one of the 6 men who will vie for the richest prize in the land. Trevor Lee is set for action next on CWF Worldwide.
Hello, all of you gross, disgusting human beings. Raise on the sharpest and the richest man in the CWF and your Iron Man, Mr. Ethan Alexander Sharpe. You know, in the spirit of the holidays, I thought I might play Grinch and steal Christmas from all of you children. However, it strikes me quite obvious that your parents couldn't afford to get any of you a Christmas. So, in mind, I have far more important things to do instead, such as defeating a PWG and TNA superstar, Mr. Trevor Lee. I hear Ethan Sharpe out here talking about how he's going to steal Christmas and talking about how he's the richest man in the world. But guys, I got one question for everybody in here. What are
These are $500 wrestling groups.
Did we really just do that? Did we really just do that? Fucking amazing. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Time on CWF Worldwide, and Kevin Pierce, as much as everybody hates Ethan Sharpe, they love Trevor Lee just as much.
I'll tell you what, these fans were on their feet when Trevor came out here. And a lot of them still remain that way.
Ethan Sharpe, his footwear has been mocked by Trevor Lee and by the 100+ kids.
CWF Worldwide, here we are, Ethan Alexander Sharpe, the richest man in CWF, facing really the richest man in CWF. I'm a TV star, I'm a rock star, I'm a millionaire. But Daddy's home and he's here with these middle schoolers and we're having some fun.
Sharpe takes a powder. He is gonna have to bring his A game, not just tonight, but also in 72 hours at Battlecade when he faces Ethan Case, the International Ultra J champion, in his 14th month as champion. It's almost like that Ultra J championship, it gave Ethan Case purpose in life. He has upped his game so much in the past 14 months.
I think what the Ultra J did for Ethan, Battlecade will do for Mr. Sharpe, because that's going to give him the platform that he needs to prove to the world whether or not he truly belongs here at CWF Mid-Atlantic.
I think you're 100% right, and he's let these kids and Trevor Lee, who's a master at pretty much everything, really get into his head here. That may be the easiest way to beat Ethan Sharpe if Ethan Case is watching CWF Worldwide tonight, because Trevor Lee has thrown Sharpe completely off his game here, and this kid can wrestle. He can do a lot on the mat, but Trevor Lee has got him pretty much chasing his own tail in there.
That's exactly what he's doing. You gotta believe Ethan Case paying attention to the fact that Ethan Alexander Sharpe is this easily distracted.
Ooh, big kick, got nothing. Whips the leg, cover, 2. Oh, got nothing again, and Ethan, oh, Robbie Walsh is on top. 3, he beat it. Wait a minute. Robbie Walsh wins it all.
Got a little confusion going there, I believe the referee.
Maybe Robbie Walsh is going to challenge for the Ultra J title at Battlecade.
Wouldn't that be something? Oh, wait a minute.
Robbie Walsh and Ethan, loser has to lose their hair.
Yeah, there you go. Sharpe's got a microphone.
You, sir, are a referee. That doesn't count. This match is still on the line.
I think Robbie Walsh may face Ethan Case at Battlecade for the Ultra J title.
This may happen.
He may have to.
Well, believe it. Remember this, when Ethan Case made his debut, it was Robbie Walsh that interviewed both Lance Lude and Ethan Case.
That's true. All the history between those two.
Irony at its best.
We could have a whole new matchup here. Robbie Walsh looked so much more presentable 14 months ago.
Yeah.
He really just looks like, you know, kind of giving up on the loss.
To each his own. Yeah. To each his own. Right now, Trevor Lee is working on the arm of Ethan Alexander Sharpe.
Look at the haircuts. Check out the mane on Trevor Lee.
You see, if you use this hand right here, you grab the wrist right here, you got full control, okay? You use this right here, you go to their shoulder like so. Just like that, you put it up to the ground. Put the knee in the back of their head. That's what keep them on the ground. You take it right there, look. My left hand, I'm going to put it right in his elbow. Right here. I'm going to use this right hand. Here's where it gets a little difficult. Now you want to put the knee into their arm, okay? Is everybody following along? Everybody's got it? You can't go anywhere. Good. Now this part's a little tricky, okay? Because we're going to fight you. So what you got to do is you got to pull, and you got to pull. So you got to pull. And sometimes you may even have to use your foot to really get it.
Oh my God, dude.
Ethan Sharpe has never been able to get in the driver's seat against Trevor Lee here.
Ethan, no pun intended, getting taken to school here in front of all these middle schoolers.
You want to put your foot through.
You used that one earlier.
I did. It's pretty much the old school one I got. Work with what you know.
He's going to reach my hand. He's going to reach real high.
Caught him right in the old bread basket.
Right in the boiler is.
Standing moonsault.
2. Oh.
Ethan Sharpe showing his toughness. He survives it. Oh dear. Oh dear.
We know what's coming here. Oh, he moved out of the way.
He had to move out of the way, or Trevor Lee would have kicked his head all the way into Battlecade.
Or possibly broken an arm or another body part.
He will break an arm with that kick.
We've seen it.
Oh! Whoa! The one mighty blow from Ethan Alexander Sharpe. Oh!
Good grief!
Tossed him not through, but into the ropes. Tossed him not through, but into the ropes. Very unusual. You almost never see that, but what it does is it whiplashes the whole body back into the canvas. In this case, Trevor hit his head and neck in the canvas.
It's like being on a being in a head-on car crash. And now Ethan Alexander Sharpe, I think, has had enough of the games of Trevor Lee, and he wants to turn this into serious business.
Sharpe has been embarrassed in the opening moments of this contest. He now has got the advantage on Trevor Lee. Got the fistful of the hair. And
Robbie Walsh can't see that.
yeah, quite possibly a choke or even a fish hook. You gotta see where his hand is. Oh!
That whiplash.
Camera 2 going right into the ring on that one.
So this is something you can't do with...
Overdrive elbow, cover! Only gets about 1.5. That's one of my favorite things that Sharpe does, actually, because he's only got about 185 or so pounds behind him, but he puts all of it into that overdrive elbow drop.
It's about working smarter, not harder.
Positively.
If I get to 5, you're disqualified, Sharpe.
And Ethan Sharpe back in the Cybernetico. Oh, Trevor Lee baited him in that one. Back in the Cybernetico, he did pin. Oh dear! Oh dear!
He is losing his mind right now.
Oh, I'd be so sad if that happened to me. Oh, by the hair! And that's the smarts again. By the hair, Ethan Sharpe is still alive. But back in the Cybernetico, he did pin not just two former Ultra J champions, but the former and the current Ultra J champions.
5 minutes away.
Lance Lude and Ethan Case. Whether you like Ethan Sharpe or not, by pinning both those men in the Cybernetico, it gave credence to the title shot that he demanded.
So the only question left to answer right now is, can Ethan Alexander Sharpe do that one more time at Battlecade? Except this time it's not going to be a Cybernetico, it's going to be a one-on-one match.
Yeah, and this is, he could pin another former Ultra J champion here.
He does not look comfortable.
No, he does not. What's he going to do? Oh, he caught him. Boot right in the mouth. Oh, dear, Ethan Sharpe.
He's off kilter here.
He wishes he could fall. Ethan Sharpe out on his feet. Oh, big knee to the sternum. Big, huge knee to the sternum.
That right there will go ahead and add a dental visit to your record.
Night, night.
Oh, what a second one. Good grief.
Trevor Lee is playing off the energy in this room. Oh, Sharpe survived 2 of them. Ethan Sharpe just survived 2 of them. Oh, he caught him. Like Sharpe or not, he just survived 2 of the hardest strikes Trevor Lee throws, but he may not survive this one.
Oh, good God, that knocked him right out. It had to.
My God.
Wow.
Trevor Lee may win this one via fatality.
I would say that was the end, yeah. That was the end of Ethan Alexander Sharpe's night, if you ask me.
Sharpe is visibly dazed and confused, man. And Trevor Lee is waiting on him. Perhaps the next Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion is ready to unload on perhaps the next Ultra J champion in the German. 2, 3.
It's over.
Trevor Lee standing tall here on CWF Worldwide. And is that the scene that we will see at the conclusion of Battlecade? Some believe that it is destined to be Trevor Lee's night. Is that the man who will be left standing at the end of the 6-pack challenge? Is that the man who will be at the top of the mountain, the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion, 72 hours from now? And now what?
What's Coach doing out here?
Coach Gemini is out here. Trevor Lee already victorious, but now we got words from the coach.
I'm here because I'm not happy. Christmas is coming up. My birthday is just a few days away. And this building is filled with a bunch of snot-nosed little punk kids. hey, wrestle me right for all these punks. And when I win,
we'll fight. Come on, coach.
When I win,
let's go.
Well, let's make sure we understand what we're doing here. When I win, you cannot wrestle in the main event at Battle Cage.
Whoa. Coach wants Trevor Lee to risk his spot in the six-pack challenge.
What do you think? You think I wrestled this goofball? Yeah. Wait. Do you think I have a good chance of beating this guy? CWF Worldwide, do you think that I could beat the coach? Let's do it, coach. Come on.
One more stipulation. When I beat you, I want all these punk kids out of the building as fast as they can run. As fast as they can run. I want them out of this building. Out of this building. Now hold on.
Start the match.
Look, we will start the match when I'm ready. I gotta loosen up. I'm not ready. I just came in. I have to loosen up. I know that I gotta loosen up. I'll tell you in a minute.
I'm gonna tell him in the ring a bit.
Well, Coach feels he's got to get ready.
So Trevor Lee and the coach is up next on CWF Worldwide, and if the coach pins Trevor Lee's shoulders to the mat, Trevor Lee will forfeit his place in the six-pack challenge at Battlecade. Does the coach have a plan here, or is this just post-concussion syndrome at work for the coach?
Would that make it a five-pack challenge at that point? We have to find an alternate.
We got about 72 hours to try to find somebody else if that were the case.
Coach got to warm up, that's understandable, but
Coach using that 7th grade gym class training that he undergoes.
oh, that's why it looks familiar.
He'll be doing jumping jacks here in a second. Maybe I want to see Coach if Coach can climb the rope.
Do they still do that?
I say, let's ring this bell.
Whoa, didn't get it! Whoa, wait a minute! Low blow before the bell! A low blow before the bell! And Coach says he's ready now!
This could be it.
Oh my God! 1, 2, no sir! Trevor Lee still alive. Oh no, Coach needs to stay on Trevor Lee. Coach may steal one here.
This could change the entire complexion of Battlecade right here, right now.
And that whole matchup will change in an instant if the coach pins Trevor Lee's shoulders to the mat here.
We were talking about the coach having something up his sleeve.
Well, the calling card of the All-Stars, blatant choke from the coach. The calling card of the All-Stars has always been the brass knuckles. And one thing about doing the matchup this way, Pierce, you know it, it was a mistake on the part of the referee. The quickness that this match was set up with, Coach never got checked.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Pile driver is illegal in CWF Mid-Atlantic. Coach will, hey man,
wait a minute.
That's not a good message for us. Oh, he caught it for kids. 1, 2, and 3. Trevor Lee's place in Battlecade is secure. And with 2 victories under his belt today, Trevor Lee is in top form as we head to Battlecade. Our anniversary spectacular is just days away. We thank everyone for joining us on this very special CWF Worldwide. Matches from Battlecade begin next Wednesday night. If you can join us in person, come to the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium this Saturday night, the biggest night of the year. We will see you with the first part of Battlecade next Wednesday night.
1 minute.